Hello, I'm Andrew and today I'm going to review the Pioneer VSX-1015. In my earlier reviews I also reviewed some modern Pioneer receivers and built after 2000, year 2000, and I was very surprised with the stereo sound of both these receivers I reviewed. I think it was a 914 and a 915. Well, this receiver is 1 year younger than those receivers. It is a monster of a receiver. It has a very big, powerful, well, it is 2 times 150 watt in stereo. And I'm going to test this thing in stereo because I am not a fan of 7.1, 5.1 or 3.1. I only test stereo. And this thing is built in 2005. It weighs 15.4 kilogram. Yes, that's a lot. And well, it has THX. This thing has everything. This thing really, if you are a movie lover, it has THX. So it can go all the way. It can go stereo. It can go 7.1. And well, the only thing I did was I just set the tuner because I'm a tuner lover. And I just set the tuner, all the stations in place, and this thing comes with this nice remote control. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice. Pioneer always makes some nice equipment. And well, I just reviewed a Harman Kardon stereo receiver, 2 times 65 watt, and that one sounds better than this one in stereo. But okay, this thing is not a stereo device, it is a 7.1 THX device. So it have other things it is more stronger on other points, but in stereo it's not that strong. And I was a little bit surprised because my previous 2 earlier reviewed Pioneers, they sounded pretty nice. This thing costed in 2005 about 700 euro, and today, if you are very lucky, you can score them for 50 euro, but the price will be more between 75 and 150 euro. And well, it depends what you want to spend on, well, how much money you want to spend. But if you are patient, you can find a used Pioneer VSX-1015 for about 75 till 100 euro easy. You just have to be a little bit patient, and you will find these things are often on the market. So, and it's 2005, it's 2014 now, and well, I don't know when you watch this movie, but in 2014 you can buy them between 75 and 100 euro. That's the price. Sometimes they are more. I see them. A lot of guys put them on for 300 euro, but that's of course crazy. Nobody's gonna pay 300 euros for a 9-old receiver. That is about 300 euros, about the half of the new price. That's stupid. Nobody gonna pay that kind of money for a receiver from 9 years old. So I think 100 euro is more on its place. So let me see what this thing have. Well, yes, you can see here it has some buttons, and well, I'm not going to talk too much. This is the master volume. This is the multi-jog. You can switch between the channels, the program channels on your tuner, for example. You can, well, let me give an example of, let me put my cam. For example, I want to change the bass. When I want to change the bass, I just push the bass, and as you can see with this knob, you can just, yes, do everything. But I don't need to change my tone. I put everything on flat for this test, and it have a loudness. It have a loudness. It have 2 loudness. It have loudness on, yes, and it have midnight on. This is half loudness. Very nice. I will test that later for you. This is all the tuner section, what you see here. This is everything tuner section. It is a headphone, gold-plated headphone, S-video, digital in, video connections of course, left, right, and for the video itself, yeah? So, let us, I don't want to make this movie too long, so let us do the sound test, yes? And the sound test, I will do the tuner today. And listen to this. So I put everything, well, let me keep the thing open. I will push the loudness. You will see here in the screen the loudness. I will push it on and off. So listen to this.
Parsons, hello. Oh, hello. Hello there.
I have the loudness on now.
Onveilige situaties met auto's in de straat. Linkstafel, ik heb hem nu aan de lijn. Eén met actie. Je favoriete DJ bereikt je snel via sms.
Well, this is today Dutch radio, and today they just love talking because it is 6 o'clock in the evening, and 6 o'clock in the evening everybody is in his car driving back to his home for the long weekend, and then all these DJs suddenly love talking, and I like talking, but I don't like talking for 1 hour, you know, so I'm gonna look for stations with some real music.
Whales are the largest animals on the planet and can weigh.
En andere landen die nu al lid zijn van de NAVO.
Well,
maar om dan nu zo kenbaar...
I'm not gonna spend too much time for this. Well, for me, I don't like this modern kind of receivers. You know, I am a vintage lover. I'm a vintage lover because of the looks and of the sound, yes? And this thing, it just don't have the sound I love. And to be honest, I had the Harman Kardon, just watch, I think, my latest video from Harman Kardon, the receiver from '89. That one I hooked up for 2 days on my speakers, and I love that sound. It was an '89 modern receiver, but the sound was not bad. But this thing, well, I just play it the whole afternoon and I just don't enjoy this sound. And I don't know why that is. Well, this thing is more suitable for a 7.1, 5.1 setup, and it looks nice. It looks, well, look at this. Monster, like very big, heavy, and it is a real nice thing in your house, you know. It is like a nice piece of furniture in your house, and it completes your, well, your audio setup, and it can power all your 7 speakers, but in stereo the thing is not good enough. And so for all your stereo lovers, if you want to have, well, you know what the best thing is, if you like 7.1, just take a thing like this and just take a separate stereo receiver if you want to listen to music. But if you want to listen or see your movies complete with 7.1, you can use this thing very nice. And for 50 euro, 75 euro, 100 euro, you have a very nice receiver in your house. But well, for stereo you just have to buy a vintage or a, well, dedicated stereo amplifier or a receiver, because there are some nice modern cheap receivers out there, like the Harman Kardon I earlier reviewed. But anyway, thanks for watching. I will end this video now because, well, it's no point to go deep in this sound. There are always people who will say, yeah, but the sound is good. And well, all the reviews I read on the internet, and these people say the stereo sound is good, the stereo sound is good, and perfect, and blah blah blah. But my experience is that although that this machine was in 2005 a very expensive thing, it was not top of the line. Yeah, top of the line, we talk about 2,000-3,000 euro. This thing was 700 euro, and that's a lot of money. For 700 euros, for example, you can buy nowadays a Sansui G7000, G8000, and that sound, well, that sound is 10 times better than this Pioneer VSX-1015. Okay, it is good in 7.1, it is good in 5.1, but in stereo it is worthless. Really, it will give you no fun at all. So thanks for watching. Put your thumbs up if you like this video, and just comment if you think that this thing is better than I just reviewed. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.